Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. I have a word for you, a very quick word. It's going to be a crazy busy day, so I got to get moving. But I wanted to share this with you guys really quickly. Because breakthrough is here, because season of acceleration is here, and these doors will open at any given time. Literally any given time. A lot of you are probably being hit left to right? There's just, it's one thing after another. Literally, it's one thing after another. And it may not even be something that lingers. It may just be a hit this day, a hit that day, a hit this day. But it's just constant. It's back to back. Those are distractions. Of course, they're storms, they're battles, they're whatever we can call it, but ultimately they're distractions. Why are they coming back to back? They're coming back to back because that's how close you are to breakthrough. So it's like if I hit you with something today, my goal is to distract you where you won't get your downloads or you won't do or fulfill something that you're supposed to do because you're too distracted trying to fix this problem. Well, once you conquer that distraction and you recognize it as a distraction and you start moving forward again, then boom, tomorrow is something else. So everything and every hit is literally designed to distract you. The key to this is you gotta keep moving. Take the hits, keep moving. Take the hits, keep moving. Don't take a hit and stay down, right? Now, of course, hits are different. You may have something that literally knocks you off of your feet, for real. And then you may just have something that just gives you a punch, right? Whatever it is, the goal of it is don't stay down. Even if it is one of those heavy hits, you may have to take a day or two, right? That's okay. We're human. But the key is get back up as quickly as possible. You may have to limp, you may have to crawl, but you gotta get back up because acceleration is acceleration, right? You gotta move with the wind. You have to keep moving. You gotta move with acceleration. You take a hit, you get back up. You take it. Let me tell you guys this. If you guys listen to my recordings for over the last month, well, I'll say the last 3 weeks, you will not even imagine the things that I went through, right? Because if you notice, nothing in my YouTube recording sound like I was so down and out or I was being hit left or right, and your girl was. If I tell you, let me just give you a few of the things that has happened within the last 3 weeks to the last month. My dog had to literally have emergency surgery, right? Mind you, she's 12, which is already, the odds stacked up against her. Emergency surgery, meaning I didn't even see it coming on. That's a hit. That's a blow, at least for me, right? And it literally was a full day of mind boggling because I couldn't stay with her, right? So it's a whole day of mind boggling. I was all over the place. But I kept hearing the Spirit says, whatever you do, keep moving. Keep moving. God have the distractions. Whatever it is trying to distract you, God has that covered, right? Your only job is to keep moving. So there were a list of things that I had to get done that day. It had to be done that day in order for it to be in alignment. But my mind was so focused on my dog and this surgery that she would be in all day long. And I just found myself like, there's no way in the world I can sit here and run this errand or do this thing. I just want to just sit in my truck and just like stalk the veterinarian, right? But I couldn't. The Spirit kept saying, either you're going to trust God or you're not. God has this. This is a distraction. You got to do what you got to do. So, of course, your girl had to crawl. I may have limped and just, but I kept moving that day. And then once the evening got here, that 8 p.m. time, here the veterinarian called and said, hey, everything is great. Da, 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 da. And I could just sit there and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Because you got to understand, he will cover the distraction, right? That's one thing. Then not even a day later, I got some issues going on with staff, which is not ever even an issue. Never. It just popped up. Some issues going on with staff and some nonsense. And of course, I got that straightened out. And then one of my clients got sick, got hit with that. Then I had to literally, two people, not one, two people, I had to help get vehicles, literally back to back, right? And these are, I'm just not helping anybody get a vehicle. These are like, people I'm close to. But the point I'm making is it's nonstop. And that's just a few things. Just yesterday out of the blue, something's going on with the ceiling. Mind you, like this, my place was literally just built, literally not even a year yet. And something's going on with the roof, and they needed to go in the ceiling to fix something with the insulation or something. So in my mind, being clueless, I'm thinking they just got to get a ladder and go up in the attic. And I came back in the house. I literally couldn't walk. The entire ceiling is off. Everything from here. It was literally a war zone, a construction zone. And I'm like, what the heck? What is going on? I couldn't even go in and I said, okay, all right. This is a distraction. Let me just go in and get these things, and I can just take it downstairs to the basement to work on them. I couldn't even get in the upstairs area. And I was like, you know what? Satan, you really tripping right now. So I had to sit down and I had to say, okay, are you going to be distracted and get so frustrated and just sit here and mope and do nothing? Or are you going to become strategic and figure out what can you do while you wait? And as I sat down and I calmed my nerve and I connected to the spirit, then there were other things on my list that I had planned for 2 days later that I can go ahead and knock those out. But if I had sat there and just focused on the fact that I can't even get in my own house, like, though these are distractions, you got to take your hits and you got to keep moving. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's heavy in my spirit. Get up. I understand you've been hit. You're probably getting hit back to back. It might be on your job. It might be in your household. It might be your marriage. It might be your money. It might be this. It might be that. You got to take these hits and keep moving. You literally have to have the mindset of a lion. You have to. Do you think Satan is just going to give you your blessing? Especially when this blessing is going to be beneficial to so many other people? There's just this misconception that God has blessings for us and we're just going to get it. Some blessings will literally just find you, truthfully. Some blessings will find you. But the majority of the blessings, especially when it's a major breakthrough, you are going to literally have to go to war. And war means, again, if you got to get hit and you fall, if you got to crawl, just don't stay there crying. Catch it, cry, kick, scream, but get up. What can you do with what you have? Because you have something you can do with what you have right now. It is crucial, guys. It's crucial. But I have to go because I can't be distracted. I have some things going on. I can't be distracted. But I just wanted to encourage someone who may be going through that, because the last 3 weeks have been hell. But if you guys realize, you couldn't tell that in any of my recordings. That's another thing. When you're going through stuff, stop telling people when you're going through it. Wait until you have mastered and you've chopped Satan's heads off. Then you can go back and let it be a testimony to help someone else. Because guess what? After all those hits that I've took in the last 3 weeks, now everything is quiet. So now, guess what I'm doing? Waiting to receive, because the pathway is clear. I've mastered all the distractions. So whatever you do, guys, take a hit, keep moving. I don't care how many hits you have to take per day. Take a hit, keep moving. Just move your feet. Move your feet, and God will give you the grace when you're being hit. Just keep moving. Get up. You guys have a great one. It's your girl.